These 5 ideas to grow your private practice, they're really great, and yet I will introduce another concept, which is the whole brain concept. Now, if you're a brain specialist, bear with me. We know it's not scientifically proven, not everyone agrees, but yet we know this expression, right, of someone being more left brain or right brain. And some of these marketing ideas are very left brain. They're about data generation, patient lead acquisition, number crunching, and others are more right brain intuitive. So let's just dig a little bit deeper and explore what that could mean for your private practice. Now, the whole brain approach, the whole brain theory says that we're combining analytical content and intuitive content. We're bringing those two universes together. So we're actually communicating with the patient at different levels. And sometimes doctors forget that and tend to be just more one side or the other, probably more the analytical side of things. So bringing that together is an extremely powerful way to strengthen your brand image, your personal profile image, and to grow a really successful private practice. So the analytical side of things, well, we can say this doctor is very analytical, is not really bringing in that personal story. It's all about their status and just presenting the information on the website. Now, that is one way to look at things. There is value in being analytical and in doing some of that number crunching work that we mentioned in the article, which means you look at the patient's behavior on Google before they choose a specialist in your specialty. And spending time analyzing that data is a really useful way to be analytical, to make good use of your left brain, to use the metaphor. So that is a good place to do it. If you stay stuck in that space and you only present the useful information for the patient, you're at risk of being seen as very analytical. And the solution to that is to pay more attention to what we call the intuitive side of things. So if this were your reception team and you managed to display that welcoming, smiling energy, then of course you're onto something really good, right? So your private practice has a soul, has some welcoming energy that will make a difference. That's what people write reviews about, the human experience. So working on that intuitive component is where one of the ideas in the article comes from. Don't hide, don't procrastinate, don't postpone the use of video because you think it's too hard, too difficult. Just consider that this is an opportunity to communicate with your next ideal patient and start doing that. So analytical work in crunching those numbers, intuitive work, working on the DNA of your practice, the soul of your practice. And then you can bring it all together. Just use the data-driven content to be really visible on Google to make sure that patients can find you for your essential services and add that bit of personality to it. Make sure that within 5-7 seconds, patients can actually feel what your practice is about. That makes a difference. And that is what will actually lead to conversions or patient retention, or whatever you want to call it. Successful lead generation is not just some technical search engine optimization. Your practice might need more of that one magical marketing component that you can't buy off the shelf. You. So if you're willing to put more you in your marketing, let's have a chat. Let's talk about the potential to grow a really successful practice. Book that complimentary Zoom strategy session, and we will be talking about your growth, about your success, and ways to implement these really powerful marketing ideas for your practice.